Hello, everybody, hello. Welcome to another episode of Congratulations to the 47th President of the United States, Dr. Cornel West. As you can see, I am solo today. So probably going to be a much shorter show, but that's okay. We're going to still talk about some things dealing with the campaign as usual. And I thought I might mix it up just a little bit. But of course, I want to start off with some things I put in the chat. Let's see. Hopefully, I got this right. Remember to visit the website at cornelwest2024.com. It is there that you can learn about volunteer opportunities. You can donate. You can learn about the pillars. You can learn about Dr. West. You can learn about Dr. Abdullah. Great site. Visit it often. Visit it every day. Please. Again, you can volunteer in any way you possibly can. And of course, if you want to be on the show, you can always email me at Hoosiers for the number 4, Dr. Cornel West at Outlook.com. And I am extremely hot. I don't know what happened. It's about 80 degrees outside, but it feels like it's like in the high 90s, and I cannot stand heat at all. I can't stand it. So again, because I'm solo, I thought I would do something a little bit different today, and I'm going to try this and see how well it works. How am I thinking this? Okay, I'm sorry. A screen popped up in my background, and I'm like, okay, I really hate when this happens. I should have just used. Sorry about that. My screens are just like popping off everywhere. So I thought I would ask a couple of questions to you all and see can you answer them. Um, like I said, I'm solo today, so I could, I've done the solo thing before, and hopefully I won't be on Struggle Street as much. Um, as much as I am when I normally go solo. Um, so we'll see how this works. So what I'm going to try to do, and I'm hoping I'm successful, is this. I'm going to type a question. Oh, and if you have a comment, go ahead and type it in the description or in the comment section. Um, Hello, Nelson. How are you doing? I'm going to try it today. I was not prepared to be by myself, but that's okay. Um, Trying to get this question up here. Let's see. Da. I don't know why when I want something, I can never find it. And then, of course, when I don't need it, it'll be right there. So let me try to bring this up. This is just. Let's see. I know it's here. I literally just saw it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nelson also reminds everybody to hit the thumbs up button. Everyone, please hit the thumbs up button, especially today, because I need all the support I can get out there. Um, this is not. I'm not used to being by myself in terms of this show, so okay. So we're just gonna do this right off the top of our head. So what I'm trying to do is to ask questions to see if you know the answers to them. We recently had a fundraiser for Dr. West on May the 10th. Yeah, the 2 days before Mother's Day. And so we played some trivia games. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to just be here by myself, I'll just go ahead and ask these trivia questions, which of course I can't find right now, but I remember some of them. So I'm going to put the first one up and see who knows them and take it from there. Um, this is just so horrible that I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Got it. Got it. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to open, guys. It'll be right there. Yep, I got it. Now I found it. Now I found it. I'm so happy. Okay. First question. First question is coming up here in just a moment. What is Dr. West's birth date? Is it June 2nd, 1953, June 2nd, 1943, or June 2nd, 1963? Which one of those is Dr. West's correct date of birth? Everybody at once. What is the birth date of Dr. West? Is it June 2nd, 1953, June 2nd, 1943, or June 2nd, 1963? First question. Second question is coming up here in a second. Second question is coming up. Hope I typed this right. What is the name of the first book Dr. West wrote? So far. Oh, and you guys notice I have the logo now on the in the corner. Y'all notice that? Look at that right there. You keep. Hopefully you'll see it. Um, So second question: what was the name of the first book that Dr. West wrote? So first question was what is Dr. West's birth date? Is it June 2nd, 1953, June 2nd, 1943, or June 2nd, 1963? So I think we can play the process of elimination. So if he was born in 43, that would make him around the same age as Joe Biden. So we already know that one is not the right answer. And Nelson, you are correct. It is 1953. And the only reason I know this is he's 2 years younger than what my mother would have been. So that leaves, what was the name of the first book that Dr. West wrote? I'll give you some time to think about it. What was the name of the first book that Dr. West wrote? I'm not giving you any like A, B, or C's ones on this one. You should just automatically know it. Not everybody at once. So why wait for people to get that answered? I'm trying to get the next question. I don't know why these questions will not pop up. Oh yeah, this is it. Parker, you are correct. Race Matters was his first book. And hello, Parker. Thank you for coming in. Next question. Okay. Because I spelt it wrong, so I'm going to type this question again. Okay, so, Parker, because your answer was wrong, but here it is. What city was Dr. West born in? What city was Dr. West born in? I got to learn how to, because see, when I did the fundraiser, like the people were there, so they were popping out answers. Parker, that is incorrect. He was not. He was raised in Sacramento, California, but he was not born in Sacramento, California. And I'm assuming you mean California. Oh wow, it is hot. So I'll give you three choices. Well, Parker, we got one. So it is either Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Atlanta, Georgia. Which city was Dr. West born in? He did grow up in Sacramento, but he just was not born in Sacramento. Yes, that is correct. It is Tulsa, Oklahoma. Dr. West was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Next question. I had to remember which one. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, that's not right. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, man. And y'all forgive me because I'm not going to spell her name right, but y'all know who I'm talking about. What college did Dr. Abdullah attend? What college did Dr. Abdullah attend? Because remember, he has a vice presidential candidate, so I got to get some questions from her about her in here. What college did Dr. Abdullah attend? Not everybody at once. Just type those answers in, everybody. Come on, you gotta know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. I'll give you another second before I give you the answers. Parker, that is incorrect. It was not Harvard, and nor was it UC Berkeley. Okay, Nelson, you're correct. It was the same college as Kamala Harris, but what was the name of the college? You have the right answer, kind of, sort of, but you're not there in terms of um. Yes, Parker, it was a HBCU. Yes. I feel like I'm playing like sounds like two words. Oh, y'all gotta know this. This is super easy. This is super easy. Um, you know what? I don't know what's. Oh, Parker, this is gonna be giving it away, but it's not a state. I'll say that the college, that university is not in a state. It's in America, but it's not a state. That was a good one, Parker. But this is so easy. Y'all gotta know this. What? Oh, oh, okay. So Parker, you're gonna really get this. Yes, the college is in Washington D.C. Yes, y'all got to get this. This is good. Y'all got to. Y'all got to. Y'all got to know this. This is so super easy. This is super easy. What college did Dr. Melina Abdullah graduate from? I'm going to give y'all another minute. I'm going to give y'all another minute. Well, Parker, there it is. Finally, somebody guessed it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got one more. And then we're going to head towards the rest of the show. Because I thought, you know what? Why don't I do something different this time since I'm by myself? Why don't I just, well, where did the questions go? Okay. This one, okay. This one may be harder. Yeah, you needed 4 hints. I'm like, I don't have no more hints to give. Oh my gosh, I gotta guess. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did not think you were coming. Go sleep.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. We were just asking questions about Dr. West.
Okay.
Had to give Parker 4 hints.
Okay.
So let's see how well. Did you attend the fundraiser? You did attend the fundraiser. So you already know the answer to these questions. Oh, I got one. Oh, this will be a good one. I think I can do them all now. What are 4? Yeah, here's one. You can tell I'm just like operating on the. I'm just like, well, here we go. What are 4 pillars of the West campaign?
Oh,
Now you
okay.
just 4 pillars. Now, Robin, I know you know this, but I'm letting the people in the audience letting them guess first.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna give y'all a big hint out there. Go to Cornel West 2024, and your answers are there.
You're gonna let them go to the.
Yes, that's right. Because we don't. I don't know the level of their volunteer efforts with Dr. West.
Okay.
So yes, they can go. Yeah, I know. I didn't let y'all do it at all. I was like, nope, you can't go there. Nope. But the audience, oh sure, come on in, everybody. Just come on. Yeah, just go out. Go to the CornelWest2024.com. So I can tell you one of them. Now, Nelson, I'm gonna invite you to visit the website again. That's his slogan, not his pillars.
Our policies.
Yes, not his policies. I'm asking about his policies. Although he does say peace, or is it truth, justice, and peace, or peace, justice, and love, or something. You know, I forget this. I'm the one.
Justice and everything. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big hit, Parker. I mean, that's a good hit, Nelson. They all have the word justice in them. So just go, I'm giving you a big old hint. Just go right over there to CornelWest2024.com. Parker says, I'm going to guess reparations. Yes.
Yes.
Universal health care. Yes. And climate change. Yes. And something to have to do with dismantling, something to have to do with dismantling. Not just anything, just something. Just something, okay? So I'm gonna put a link in here to Dr. West's
Thank you.
platform because it's a great platform. And as we continue to advocate for the West campaign, it's important that we know it, especially me. So there is the platform, ladies and gents. You can go right there and learn.
I believe.
There's transformative justice, economic justice. Well, let me do it in order. There's economic justice, worker justice, environmental justice, health justice, racial justice, transformative justice, voters justice, LGBTQIA plus justice, gun violence justice, immigration justice, and global justice. Those are all the platforms. And I got it because Robin's here because I was going to go off about 25 reasons the Democratic Party makes me sick. Now, I already did. And this has to do, I'm going to connect this to Dr. West. Trust me and believe I am. But I got to go off on this. Did anybody besides me see the debate agreements?
You mean between
Biden and Trump, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something. I can't remember what it was, but it was.
I can tell you.
Okay.
Number one, no third parties.
Number one,
no third parties.
So who decides these? Is this the moderators, the media, the?
No. The two candidates decide.
Right. Oh, really? No third candidate.
Yes, June 27th. Okay, Parker, you gotta tell me what happens June 27th and September the 10th, because I'm not following you at all. Besides the Congress, Representative Crockett calling Marjorie Taylor Greene an LGBT slur, I'm like, this is what you get? Oh, that's what he was saying. The debates are June the 27th and September the 10th.
Which one's which? As far as June 27th for the Dems?
No. You know, there was no.
They're having debate. Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
And those dates don't even work because the Republicans don't have their convention till like July, I think. And the Democrats have theirs in August.
So who's running against Trump?
There's nobody left. Everybody dropped out.
Jeez. We're in what a sorry state.
These two are a bunch of something.
Yeah.
They sit here, they know they're scared, right? They're scared. I'm going to take this as they're scared. And I'm going to touch on something that I said I wasn't going to touch on, but I got to address it because it's on my crawl. I got to address another third-party candidate attacking Dr. West and why it's like real trifling to me. I'm not letting it go. Nope, I'm not.
Is this RFK?
No, this is not. Surprisingly, it's not RFK.
Oh, it's Stein, right?
Yes. Okay. Oh, and here's the other thing. I'm going to talk about the debates first. They said they will not have a crowd. Who's coming? Who's coming?
Yeah, they said that they didn't want to have a crowd, so they.
Like, who's going to sit there and say, "Yep, Here's what I want to do: watch two old white men argue with each other. Yep, that's entertainment right there. That is entertainment. I can't even think of no. Who's gonna say America? Dr. West, in my opinion, is the best candidate for president. Why are we wasting our time with these two fools? Why? America. Y'all don't listen to me. You never do. But why? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I just don't understand it. I can't.
There, he is the only sane, ethical choice. The only moral choice. I mean,
Oh, I thought you was talking about Biden. I'm like, girl, I'm going to drop you off this podcast so fast.
no, I'm talking about Dr. West.
I don't even get it. It's like, for what? What do you get by voting for those two?
What would my friends say they get?
You get nothing. I'll tell you what you get. You get an expanded military.
Both with both.
If you get Biden, he's itching for war with Iran no matter what he says because he said because that's where he's moving to because that's what Israel wants and he's just gonna do whatever Israel says.
And nobody seems to even bat an eye at the fact that our country is aiding in genocide, and it is under Biden, and it's just jaw dropping.
You know the most insane thing I heard? Somebody said this on my post. You shouldn't care about the people in Palestine. They don't care about you.
That that's just infantile thinking. I mean, people are people everywhere. People are precious everywhere, as Dr. Cornel West says. I'm sorry.
I mean, people, what is wrong? I literally want to know, really. I wish I could. Well, no, they're not going to be a guest on this show, hence the title. But I just want to sit there and talk to like every American. It's like, why are you not voting for this ticket? This is the most solid ticket, like in my entire lifetime. And I'm talking from way back in 1992 when I had way less gray hair. And I strutted myself to vote in school for the first time at 18. Ever. This is the first time I have literally agreed with every platform
Yeah.
that right. For candidate. I've never had that. Usually I'm like, well, and then you
no,
could do.
I had it with the Rainbow Coalition. I was really excited in the 80s about that. You weren't ready to vote yet. With Jesse Jackson. It was exciting.
When did Jesse Jackson run for president? I mean, I know he ran, but
back in I guess 1988, and he was taken down by Biden.
88. I had to be like a teen. I had to be like 14.
And Clinton.
So if it was 88, oh, I was 14.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to vote, but it was really exciting time. It was.
But he ran. Look, he walked so Obama could run. I cannot. I can't. Like, it doesn't even make sense to me. Like, you look, like, go to the platform. Here, look, go here. Wait a minute. Let me go back to it.
I do type it in so often that.
Go to the platform and read it. You tell me any other platform, not the Green Party, not the Socialist Party, not the Duck Goose Party, not the Purple Party, not the Movement for White People's Party, has the platform that Dr. West and Dr. Abdul have. Nobody. Period.
No. I mean, when I saw, actually, I took my breath away. It was just everything that actually it's not anything that's radical. It's what a just moral country would do. It's just it's
And
just
it makes sense. That's the thing I liked about the platform. One, I can understand it. That's a big thing to me because sometimes, yeah, and I'm gonna get to yes, Green Party. It's so platitude. It speaks in platitudes. It's like, and it's like all this word salad that they put. Like they just put it all together. Say, okay, this sounds good.
that's so they don't have to really commit to it. It's like, you misheard us when we actually said that. We didn't really mean that, you know. But he's direct. He says exactly what he's going to do. But you know,
He doesn't have experience. Neither did Trump.
he has experience as a human being who has been
That
following
doesn't count.
all
That
his
doesn't.
life.
See, that don't count with the vote blue, no matter who crowd. Joe Biden could literally punch somebody in the face and vote blue, no matter who. Will say the other he deserved it. The other guy deserved it.
Okay, my other thought, my argument on this, it's in actually talked to somebody while I was out gathering signatures. He doesn't have experience. I said, what, in corruption? I mean,
Yeah, like being a thief and a liar. Nope, he sure doesn't. Good, good. He doesn't have experience. He doesn't have experience taking bribes. Good.
no.
He isn't corrupt. Good. He's not. He's not beholden to the billionaire class. Good.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, and what type of experience are they talking about?
experience dealing with all of that and being able to manipulate and exploit it. I mean, they have a system that they've set up that they're saying, oh well, only experienced people or only experienced what
But they never say.
can do it.
You know, they never say what the experience is. They never say you should be vice president or city council or dog catcher. They never say what the experience that is. He doesn't have experience. And do you have experience? Let me just shut up. Keep on going. Michael Dukakis won the Democratic nomination in 1980. Hey, oh, he sure did because they brought that out about his wife. Now I remember she had the substance abuse issue and Reagan brought it out. Now I remember. Or what's that Bush that won in 88?
But you know, basically, Jesse Jackson was taken down um, um, by also Clinton, and I can't put everything into place. My mind's kind of not there, but it was really ugly. And then Bush took down Dukakis with his stupid commercial.
Yeah, that's right. The black guy that he let out of jail.
Oh, that and where they had him looking, where he went to ride in a military tank with a hat on, and they made fun of him being looking short or looking whatever. The Republicans went after him that way.
That's right. Bush won in 88, Clinton in 92, Clinton in 96.
Do you know who,
George.
do you know who
Now.
had to drop out of the race in 1988? Biden.
Al Gore.
Why he had to drop out of the race? Because the media back then called him on his lies.
It was plagiarism.
Plagiarism.
Now, that much I do remember. I was 14, but I remember this guy has ran for president 3 times.
This guy has been a pathological liar and plagiarist his entire career.
Stop it, Robin. He went down and got arrested with Nelson Mandela. I don't know why people don't understand that.
I don't know why people don't call him out. I mean, he lied in MLK's church about being an activist and being part of the civil rights activism, and it was all a lie, and nobody called him on it.
And you know why they won't? Because they're scared. This is what I don't understand. There's vote blue no matter who. which they really literally make me sick. And then there's people that vote Democrat because they feel like, well, the Republicans are racist. I got news flash for y'all. It's some racist Democrats, i.e., I worked with people that were segregationists. I.e., I don't want my children going to school with black children. They'll be in a jungle. I.e., if you black and you don't vote for me, well then you ain't black. But hey, I'm just calling it.
Yep. And that weird
Willie Horton, that was his name.
Story. That was really odd. Yeah.
But I didn't think Clinton came to like my memory to like 92, like 91.
I would have to get Jose in here to talk about that. No, Clinton was part of the DLC that started in 1985. They basically installed Clinton where he was into a position of.
But he's more likable than Hillary. You got to give him that much. Like between the two,
he's all a facade. There is nothing.
I know, but I'm just talking about if I had to, like if somebody just pointed a gun in my hand and said, well, which one you like? I'm gonna go with Bill Ayers. Because Hillary, I can't with her. She just annoys.
Obviously awful. Bill will smile as he kills you. I mean,
yeah, that's a good point.
That
is a good point.
Creepy dude. He's really, really good at schmoozing. He's really good at PR.
He's better than Obama. People don't like me when I say that, but I'm like, this dude had it down. Whenever you can look at a camera and say, what is the definition of is? Oh, you got skills that I didn't even think about. I'm like, dude.
Is. That's right.
And look how long Dr. West has been in our memories, because I can remember when Clinton was president. No, not when Clinton was president. Did Dr. West support Clinton? I'm going to put a question mark on that because I don't think so.
Well, he may have tried to work with the Clintons because the Clintons were all about saying the right stuff. They just
never did it.
They were corporatists, and they basically threw working people and poor people and everyone under the bus if they weren't, they were corporatists. They were Republican. They took on all of Reagan's trickle down.
I'll tell you what. And I know it annoys me when people come to the show and ask me, "You think Dr. West is going to be in the show?" And I keep saying, "No, don't look for it. It ain't going to happen," because it's not. But Dr. West, would Dr. West ever be on the show that's named after him? And I'm like, no. But if he ever does come on this show, I owe Dr. West an apology. Oh my goodness, yes I do. I'm going to tell you why. So when Obama was president, and he was critical of Obama, I'm not going to say the names that I called Dr. West and Tavis Smiley, but they were the most derogatory names that you could possibly call one black person could call another one.
You?
Yep. This is why. And then it was like when Bernie ran, before he became a sellout, I was like, oh my gosh, she's right. He was right the whole time. And it just flew over my head. I didn't realize how much I was in until I listened. I'm like, he's actually right. Yeah. He's actually right. And I don't know why I did. You know what? I think I know why I didn't. Because I was looking at like what it represented instead of what it actually was. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm like, I got to see a black president in my lifetime. Well, did I? Because he literally threw, not because his mother's white, not that. That's not, because I'm pretty sure Obama has said he's black. Almost certain. But anyway, not because of that, but because when I looked at it, that's what I made more important than what his policies was. This guy literally threw black people under the bus. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Where y'all think Joe Biden gets it from?
Well, it all started back in 1985 with the DLC. That's what they decided. They decided that they wanted some of the Republicans' money, and the Republicans were going after the wealthier, white Americans and whatnot, and big business, and they decided they were going to go that direction as well. But what they did that was different than the Republicans is they became really good at the use of rhetoric and talking points that made people feel good. They almost made people feel like it happened, but good things were happening. But they won.
Biden's done some good things. Here's my challenge, and I want everybody to participate on this one. I'm going to put this comment up before I ask this question. Yes, people forget this.
It's true.
People actually forget this. I'm like, it was not. This is why Trump won. Everybody keeps saying, why did Trump win? All his supporters are racist. Say this again. Not everybody that voted for Donald Trump is racist. The same people that voted for Obama twice
I'm trying to get you.
turned right around and voted for Trump. You know why? You want to know why? Because the wealth gap dramatically increased under Obama. The housing crisis was under Obama. Flint was under Obama. They still don't have clean water, and it's 2024.
Do you remember Obama going to Flint and drinking a glass of water?
You mean that fake water to take it?
Yeah. And go ahead, drink it. It's like you don't even care about these people. And Cornel was on that board actually that they were talking about that day. I think he was trying to get him to
Like, do something?
Yeah. I mean, it was Obama came, everyone thought he was going to do something.
Obama fooled everybody, sure did. Fooled me, and I hate to say it, I've been made a fool out of, but I was. Like, I'm so guilty. Like, I look at my Facebook post when I was posting, because he's literally the reason I got on Facebook, and I'm like, Tracy, what? Girl, if I could take a time machine and go back, knock myself out. That's exactly what I would do.
I kept having hope, though. I think you did too. You thought, okay, he's got to do.
Yeah, this is it. He's got it now.
Everyone, and then
let Michigan. And everybody's like, well, he didn't do anything because of the Senate. And I'm like, no, you forget those first 2 years. He had a Democratic Senate, a Democratic House, and he was a Democrat in the White House, and they couldn't get anything done. I tried to look it up online when Cornel West supported in the presidential elections in the 90s, but I cannot find anything. I do remember once he's told a story about me. Yeah, I can't figure it out either, Parker. I'm like, did he support Bill? Not that it matters.
I don't know.
Because now he knows like the rest. Well, he always knew. But he fell for that. Well, I'll vote for this person. They're the lesser. And now we know, that mess ain't working no more.
We used to think the only way we could get anything done was to support Democrats. Now, it's just rhetoric. They don't follow through.
Because they don't want to.
No, they don't. Because they know who is paying them, and it's and these. I mean, they've developed this like really this dysfunctional system of where politicians are done, they go into lobbying. I mean, it is such a fixed system that does not represent everyone. It is not a democracy. So when people say he's not experienced in what? In deception, in
corruption,
and we want to get rid of this kind of people. We want to completely do an overhaul. I mean, that's part of dismantling the American empire,
When you realize when you realize that the Democratic Party is full of garbage and they've been using you and using your people, and then you see people continue to vote for them, it's like, are you serious? Tell me why. I literally want to know from people why. I had somebody argue with me, and this is when I had to kind of step back from what I was doing in terms of my appearing on other podcasts. Well, I know he's not for anything I want, but voting for him is not voting for him is going to lead to Trump. And I said, well, you realize they're exactly the same. Oh, no, they're not the same January 6th. No, they're the same. They take money from the same people. Tell me a policy of Trump's that Biden did not continue. Any. Children are still in cages. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it because some people act like they don't want to like wake up to that.
And you saw what they did to Haitian migrants, right?
I'm like, yes, thank you. I brought up that. I'm like, did you see what they did? Oh, well, that wasn't Biden. That was the hate. That was the
people. Yeah.
Whipping black people.
Yeah.
So you just gonna be okay with this? But I'm the Uncle Tom. I'm the one that's destroying the black community. Really? Really?
He's continued building the wall. Everybody was upset, worried about Trump getting us in a war because of the rhetoric he was using with North Korea, and that sort of disappeared. They're worried about him getting us in a war with China. Looks like Biden's going to do that.
And I love this. Like, not that I'm sitting here like saying China, but have they done anything to us? Like, I'm like, wait a minute.
Economically, yes.
I mean, I know, like, they're like the world's top emerging economy. Like, they're number one, we're number two.
Well, basically, it's a bunch of, But,
like, if they were serious, this is just talk. Because here's how I know it's talk. If they were serious about this war on China, why don't they just ban Chinese imports? They could just ban Chinese imports and that would just be it. Then we're done. We're done with the whole thing.
I think they're worried about the Chinese banning our imports.
Oh, well, that's what happens. We ban theirs, they ban ours. Yep. Okay? I mean, if they were really serious, they would do that. But no. It's all this talk. Okay, give up your cell phones and your TVs and your computers and your tablets. What else isn't made in America? Yeah, that's a fire truck. I lived down the street from a fire station. But it just doesn't make sense. I'm like, you're going to vote for somebody that you know isn't for you. You know he's not. But I'm the dumb one? Oh, okay.
Even if you're being comfortable during Biden, like I know people who are. They are comfortable and silent, and they're only going after, they post about Trump. They say nothing about Biden. I think they're embarrassed, but still they're going to vote for him. Still, they say nothing about Palestine. They say nothing about people that are being slain. I mean, it's just weird how quiet Democrats are being on this, Well,
no, he wanted a 6-week ceasefire, and he said he wasn't going to send 2,000-pound bombs, and then, of course, now they're getting 2,000-pound bombs, so, hey, whatever. That's like, if anytime people talk about, well, Trump's such a liar, I'm like, and Biden's out here telling the truth?
No.
I mean, when people ask me why I support Dr. West, one thing I will always say is he is consistent. He has consistently talked about the same values and interests over 40 years and has never deferred from that. Never. He doesn't take his finger and do that and then just hold it up and be like, well, what's going to catch?
No.
He is consistent in his support for reparations. He is consistent in going beyond Medicare for all. Consistency. That's what I look for. And I don't see that. I see what Joe Biden, he's consistent too. Consistently a plagiarizing lying fool. That's what he's consistent in.
And what is great about watching Dr. West when he's interviewed, he never backs down. I remember Bernie would, like, when he was called on something, they would try to turn it around on him, and he'd say, "Oh, oh, oh," he'd get flustered, and he'd not back it up, or he would back down. Uh, Cornell does not.
Yep. We got some more comments over here. These are interesting. In 2000, he supported a Democrat named Bill Bradley, but after he lost, he supported Nader in the general.
Bill Bradley was pretty good, and yeah. I mean, there was a few Democrats that were.
Name all four of them. Because I'm like, name them.
There was one. I can't even think of them now.
See, you can't even think of their names. You're like, oh, man.
There was one. I think he was more of a democratic socialist, though. Barbara Lee's great. She was consistently great. She wasn't?
Not in my opinion, but I'm not going to argue.
I don't know everything about her. I just know that she didn't vote for any of the wars.
Yeah, now that's true. She didn't vote for any of the wars. I can't say. That's what is done is done, and we have to learn from our mistakes. What matters is we need Cornel West for a president. Really, but you can say that again. I'm gonna do a whole podcast probably Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, of why I think Project 2025 is being used as a scare tactic. Because I'm sick of people talk about it, and got on my nerves. I know everybody gonna disagree with me and say, "Jackie, you just not seeing it." I'm gonna go line by line and tell y'all to stop being scared. Vote down the duopoly. It must go. Must go. We gotta stop being scared. And I think that's where a lot of people are. They agree with what Dr. West said, but they're so scared of, well, if we don't vote this way, we're going to get this.
You know what I love about Dr. West is that he wants to get us out of all these bases and the military invasions that we're doing, and he actually wants a truth and reconciliation committee type style commission to actually talk about what we've done in Latin America and Africa and Middle East, and find out how we can be better, neighbors to other countries, to be better toward everyone in the world.
Okay, I'm gonna let you answer this one, Robin. Okay. Paris Climate Agreement and the travel ban on Muslim majority countries Biden did not continue.
That's true. Wait a minute. The premise, but what has he done for the climate?
Because Obama, if I'm remembering right, Obama's the one that entered into the Paris trade agreement. Trump got out of it, but Biden never got back in.
Yeah, but I don't think Biden's done anything.
Because I know the Iran the weapon de-escalation thing that Obama, that's like one of the few things I'm like, yeah, he got this one thing right. He negotiated, Trump got out of it, and then Biden never went back in. So
Biden is really good at saying things that he thinks people will want to hear, or people feed him things to say that are what they want to hear. But he has done nothing for the climate, for combating climate change.
We need a leader that inspires people to better themselves instead of just settle for mediocrities. Cornel West is that person. Okay, Nelson, I got a big. There's a big old favor that I would like for you to do for me. Wait a minute, they're saying Parker saying he got back in the climate agreement. Did he?
Well, it's not
okay. I'll stand corrected. I mean, I can be wrong, but is the Paris agreement that strong anyway?
That's the point. It's a watered down thing now. It's not doing anything. It's not really agreeing too much. I know something just happened right now. I'm not sure, but about fossil fuels. But it's funny. Once they cut one thing here, then they do a project here, like the Willow project up in uh, Alaska, or Oak Flats mining down in Arizona. Um, right. And so they kind of like, what? What is that called?
Lie. Lie. I mean,
I mean, they do one thing, but they wipe it out with another, meaning nothing fundamentally ever happens.
you say a fact, and this is what I can't stand about the vote blue no matter who crowd. If if Trump did exactly what Biden is doing now, people would be out in the streets protesting.
Yes,
And
exactly.
that makes me sick. You hypocrites, you make me sick. You make me sick. That there is no what happened to, as Dr. What's this? Why isn't a Palestinian baby as precious as a Jewish baby, as precious as an Indian baby, etc., etc.? But no, you want to play politics and only protest when Trump does something. I see y'all cash those stimulus checks he was sending. Y'all cashed them. Because I know I did.
Trump is embarrassing to people, the blue no matter who crowd, I guess. He's embarrassing to elites.
But it's like, but Biden is doing exactly the same thing. It's like, well, see, he had to do it. He got to bomb them because Israel, we got to stand with our friends.
But he does it, well, he says nice things. Trump actually tells you what he's going to do and why he's doing it, and you know, he's a buffoon. Yes,
You got two, but
we're in
you
deep trouble. We have really bad choices that are going to hurt the world and this country for a long time. We don't have any way of getting out of it because people won't stand up and say, I want a third party. And it's really difficult to get a third party on ballots.
tell me about it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you for. Before I go on my rant on why I'm really coming to realize the Green Party is trash. Yeah, I said it. I said trash. I'm gonna just come over there and talk about ballot access. Y'all, these states, y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick. You should not have to get. Let's see, in New York and Texas, you have to get almost 150,000 signatures. In Indiana, it's 37,000. And
Okay, yeah.
there's no, if you're gonna do signatures, which I think is stupid, but if you, let's just say y'all all gonna do it, okay? Why don't the Democrats and Republicans have to have the same amount of signatures?
They're fixed.
They could just have a primary. In our state, third parties are prohibited from having primaries. They cannot appear on the ballot. So if you want to vote Libertarian because there's only one third party that has ballot access in Indiana, you can't do that.
So
Tell
basically,
me how that's constitutional. Tell me how that's constitutional.
it's not. And basically, there's no choice, which does makes this a non-democracy. This is not a democratic country. We do not have a choice.
How does a president that says that Trump is a threat to democracy say that the only way he'll agree to debates is if a third party isn't in the debates? Tell me how democratic that is. Could you
Yeah.
tell me? Because I'm losing it. Like I don't even I literally would love for people in the comment section to tell me exactly why you think voting for these two losers, these two terrible, awful, yes, awful people, is better than voting for someone that has stood his ground. He stood for the people. He's
And
never relented. He won't back down. He says the right thing at the right time. He's not afraid to tell people the truth, but you'd rather hear, oh, don't vote for him because he's them, and don't vote for him, and da, da, da.
It's what's amazing is they've managed to convince people that the percentage that are in each party that are voting Democrat or Republican is all we have, when there are more people that don't vote or want to vote for a third party. There are more people than that um, that could stand up and actually put Cornel into office. But we just have to. It's the ballot access. It's
It'll get you every time. Every time. Can you imagine? And this, oh, Nelson. Okay, so Nelson, you're still there. Got a quick favor. I know you watched the Tim Black show. I have been trying to get him to be on my podcast because he's a Cornel West supporter. I'm a Cornel West supporter. On Monday, because I don't like to come in there, hey, be on my podcast, because that's trifling. But see, like if you did it, it'd be way better. Way better than me. So, if you can remember on Monday, kind of like drop, hey, Tracy Carson's doing this podcast, and she been trying to get you on the show. That'd be great, because I'm sending another email, but I've sent like a ton and haven't gotten any answers.
So Tim Black?
I don't. I've just sent it to the email and haven't gotten a response, but Nelson is often in there in the comment section.
Good.
So I'm like, hey, why you there? But I'm saying, will you put that in the comment section, though? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you did. Okay, so right now, Cornel West is on the ballot in Utah, South Carolina, Colorado, Alaska, and Oregon, and close to being on the ballot in North Carolina. You might as well add Louisiana. It's really, really close. It's really, really close. Really, really close.
It would be shameful if he didn't get on the ballot in Washington State. I mean, we do have a lot of hoops to jump through, so it's really hard to get those thousand signatures.
Boy, if I only had 1,000, oh!
No, but we can't just go door to door. We can't just do it anytime. We have to apply 10 days before an event. We have to tell where we're going to be, and we have to stay in that place, like a park. We have to stay there.
Oh, so you can't say, hey, we're going to this neighborhood this day, and then the next.
No. So we have to have all these little events where we have to like go around the park until people get sick of us. And the first time we did it with Green Party people. Everybody was all in the same park. It was
But really, you got to be closer than we are.
We're of course we're closer than you are. Just starting at the beginning, we're closer than you are.
Because I'm like 37,000. How many did you say? Yeah.
We will get there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna Clayton. Yeah, you might as well add Washington.
Another 100 or so, and maybe we'll gather more people to help get us signatures. But yeah.
So I want to lastly talk about this really quickly. And I did want to, but it's getting on my nerves. I want to know, when did third party candidates start attacking each other? I really do.
Well, especially the left or the.
No, I'm giving a specific example. Dr. Jill Stein decided to go on Brianna Joy Gray's, if that's her name, podcast. That was not a good look for you, ma'am. That was not a good look for you. It was to me, and I don't know if you watched it.
I did not. I read what Brianna said about it, and she was all for Jill Stein, which shocked me. So I was responding to her on a tweet, but I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, you might be better off not, because I'm like, Girl, do you remember it was you that approached Dr. West for running for president?
Mm-hmm.
You forget. Don't forget. Like, let's not get. I know. Probably after watching this episode, Dr. West will be like, "I'm not going on her show because she crazy." But look here, girl. What you not gonna do? What you not gonna do is say he's not qualified. You have ran 119 times and you can't get past 2%. Do we want to keep this real? Do we want to do this? Do we want to do this? Because, see, I go there. I'll go there and I don't care. That
I
whole
actually
little.
liked Howie and Angela better last time. I voted for the Green Party because I liked them. I thought they were great.
They were working class people.
Yeah, yeah. They didn't.
Really like Angela more than
Yeah,
Howie. But
she's. I don't know. Like I'm smarter than you, or something like that. She just has this weird.
and then you notice, like, all the podcasts
Definitely.
have started talking about her more.
Mm-hmm. You know that moment on Brianna's show is kind of like the Elizabeth Warren moment in on the debate stage with Bernie. It's like he said this about me.
But was he lying? And tell the audience what
He's
she's.
addicted to running.
He
Right?
ain't lying. Is he lying?
He didn't say it to her. I think he said it to someone else in a comment, right?
I don't know, but is he lying?
No. Oh, she's always there.
Like, girl, give it up 2%. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, when you first run, okay, you want to get like 2 to 5. Then the next time you want to run, you want to get 5 to 15, 15 to 20. Okay.
It's not the worst thing that somebody can say about someone. He was just stating a fact that she seems to like
running for office. Yeah, it's not like he said, well, she's the stupidest person I ever saw.
Yeah, I mean, she's. But that it's going to cause women to be offended by some women, to be offended.
But Dr. West has been arrested at protests too, and they still RPN. Besides showing that one clip of where he supposedly lost a debate to Sister Soldier, I mean, Dr. West has been arrested at protests.
He's spoken at protests. He is constantly protesting. They just don't cover him. Stein made an appearance because.
Oh, thank you for the correction, Parker. 1.7%. Girl, Bob. Oh. See, this whole little lie that Michelle Obama talk about, when they go low, we go high. Nah, when you go low, I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go lower. I'm going to take it and watch how low I can go. I can go to the floor. Make me, because I don't care anymore. You were talking about a candidate that you said was the best person to run for office, and you were correct. I want to tell you, you were correct.
I think we need people who tell the truth, whatever.
Ain't that it?
Yeah, and that whether or not that truth upsets people, so be it. But there are truths out there that are going to upset people, and that is. Cornel does not shy away from the truth. In fact, he's a truth teller. So he's going to tell the truth on Gaza. He's going to tell the truth on immigration. He's going to tell the truth on, mass incarceration. He's going to tell the truth on our economic policies that hurt people. And he's going to tell the truth on, I guess when he's asked a question about Jill Stein running for
like he don't love Bush. He didn't say she's a terrible person and her breath is awful. Like literally, like.
No,
I mean,
I don't know what happened with like he first was going to go with the Green Party and he decided not to, and he probably didn't tell us everything about what went on behind there. But my feeling is she probably was planning on running with him. And also Also, their policies just aren't. He wanted to take things farther. He wanted to be able to.
That's another thing I want people to do. If you can take the ad nauseum Green Party website, because yeah, I'm coming for a party that I used to be involved with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was pretty much the only thing out there.
Yeah, besides Libertarian, it was just the Green Party. But now we got the Justice for All Party, so great. But look at their policy. Now, after page 119, come back and tell me what it is, because I'm just like, I can't read all this. I need bullet points. I don't need, like, you're playing from the hospital. Um, this is all Chris Hedges' fault.
Why?
Why would it be Chris Hedges' fault? He didn't do it. I mean, I know he's the one that convinced when Dr. West was with the Moving for White People's Party to run with Green. That's because they didn't have ballot access, and they still don't. Are they still a party? But yeah,
so he's Chris Hedges. Chris Hedges is completely behind Dr. West. From what I remember, isn't he still?
I didn't think he was. I don't think he's saying who he's behind.
I thought he did. I thought he gave a.
I know the last interview I saw with him, he said that it's going to be very difficult for Dr. West to get on the ballot. Because, you know, the other party has their ballot access in 18 states. We're up to what, 6?
You know,
or 5?
We're just going to have to write him in. There's another.
No, we will not. He will be on the ballot, period.
The states he's not, they're going to have to write him in. You know, if they don't get him on, we have to look at that. If for some reason,
I won't even accept that. I refuse to accept that. Even with 47,000 signatures, we got to get. I'm like, he gonna be on the ballot. Yep. I have no doubt about it. I mean, that's a last resort. It's a last resort, but it's not one I'm willing to entertain right now.
I spoke to a couple people while trying to get people to go gather signatures in Indiana, and one was very excited about it. You know, it was like, let's do this. Let's get him on. You know, so if you can get a lot more people like that to get out there, and yeah.
And that's what we want to communicate to people. You know, we're out here. You know, everybody's helping everybody in the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to connect to your state. And that's by going to www.cornelwest2024.com. If you specifically want to know your state, all you got to do is go to the website, which I'm going to highlight here in just a moment, because I didn't realize it was almost 8:30.
You know, while you're doing that, one of the most important things you can do as a volunteer is get him on the ballot. You know,
yes, ballot access is the thing.
Is great, and calling people up afterwards and getting excited about it after he's on the ballot, but get him on the ballot.
Yes. So if that is the website, all you got to do is put / and then spell the name of your state if you want to connect to somebody in your state. So go to cornelwest2024.com or cornelwest2024.com / the name of your state. So for example, Indiana is www.cornelwest2024.com / Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, New York, etc. That's where we need the most. The campaign has not stopped asking me to do this. If one more person says, when is he going to have a rally, and not put money in, it takes money to do that. So at that same website, you can make a donation. You can do it monthly like Robin and I do, or you can make a one-time donation. But the campaign, we don't have publicly financed elections yet. Until we get them, this is our only option. You can drop in $5, $10. Anything that you give, the campaign can definitely use it. Robin, what?
Mostly it's easy because you don't have to think about it. You know, you don't have to do quite as high of amount as you would if you did one time. And you just forget about it unless you want to go up it.
But $3,300 is your limit. You can't go past $3,300. And if you got $3,300 to give, want me 20 because I don't have it. I'm just saying I don't have $3,300 because if I did, this campaign would be getting it. Period. That's how confident I am. But remember all of those things, and like I said, we're both saying volunteer. We need your help. I know I'm not in the campaign. I'm not on staff with the campaign. I'm just out here trying to get him on the ballot because this is a moment and a movement.
So just as important, I mean, not we're like students are protesting and setting up encampments and protesting Israel's genocide of Palestinians. Fighting for Dr. West to get in so that he can change that policy, so he can change the policies and stop the flow of weapons to Israel is one of the most important things you can do, because they're never going to stop Biden from doing this. You know, he'll you know, or anybody who has stocks in Raytheon or all those war companies that are.
He already said he's a Zionist. Do you need any other reason to say, you know what, I'm going to CornelWest2024.com? The man literally said there's no red line that Israel ever could. Netanyahu has literally said, I want to destroy Gaza. And those, I'm not saying those are his exact words, but in essence, that's what he's saying.
And Biden said if there wasn't an Israel,
he would create one.
Yeah.
People, it's time to stop being scared. Stop it. I want to make one more announcement and then I am out. So the week of Father's Day, I am going to have a congratulations to the 47th President of the United States, Dr. Cornel West, every single day. It will start on Father's Day. That means Sunday, that means Monday, that means Tuesday, that means Wednesday, that means Thursday, that means Friday, and that means Saturday. The only difference is the Sunday through Friday show will be at 6 p.m. and then the Saturday show will be at 7 p.m. the same time. So if you want to be on that show, email me at this email.
You must be the hardest working.
I'm going to do one every single day. This is my goal.
Yeah.
I may not meet it, but I'm gonna. Well, if not, I'll just come on by myself. It'll be just.
I guess Father's there for Father's Day. Maybe you can have a show with a lot of fathers.
You just gave me an idea. You just gave me an idea. I know Jose's a father.
Hmm?
Jose's a father. Is Jose a father?
He's a father. Yes, he is.
He could kick it off. Yep, but it's going to be Father's Day week. That whole week. Sunday through Saturday. Every single day. This is not a plaything, you guys. We've got to get Dr. West on the ballot in all 50 states. Then we got to get him to the White House.
And collecting signatures.
Yes. So, I see a comment coming in. We are progressives, and progressives never give up, never surrender. I'm not going to call myself a progressive because that's kind of been hijacked by the Democratic Party. But I see where you're going, Nelson.
It's hard to figure out how to call ourselves, isn't it?
I don't know what, because I feel like it's going to be hijacked by the Democrats. I'm like, we said defund the police, and they were like, no, let's get more money. But anyway, that's the announcement. I'll keep making it.
I just point though on that. Yeah. We don't give up. We can't give up. There is no choice. I mean,
The stakes are too high.
ha,
It's too hard. We can't. And let's not forget. I know we all remember what's happening to the Palestinians, but let's not forget we got conflicts going in the Congo, which hardly anybody talks about. We
we
don't talk about Syria. We don't talk about Taiwan. We don't talk about any of those places in the way that we should. So
and
I just ask, when you're thinking about what Biden has done, this man has voted for it. He's never met a war that he didn't vote for.
and thinking
Never.
we are the only developed country, what they say, that does not have health care for people. That
But yet, but yet, 800 military bases around the world.
yeah.
But yet, we'll give the Pentagon more money, and they haven't passed an audit ever.
So if you
When?
even if you know, I I look at where people say, okay, I'm not doing that well. I want to vote for someone different. But you had also have to realize that so many other people are doing even worse in this country, just in this country.
Absolutely.
And that's we have to keep in mind too. People who are being invaded and had genocide committed against them, people who are being exploited in this country and becoming homeless because they're being evicted because of greed and corruption and you know it's hard to get any help. It people put off going to the doctor. They can't afford to go to the doctor
Or the dentist.
or the dentist. I can't remember the last time I've been.
I can't either. And technically, I have dental insurance through my job. Ha ha ha. That's a joke. Oh, that's a joke. Child, that's a joke. But everything, Tim Black said this last night, and I thought it was really good. He said everything's going up except for wages.
Exactly.
Everything. And the only candidate that has demonstrated that he has the will, the heart to do it, is Dr. Cornel West. I
Somehow,
again,
sorry,
no, you go ahead.
our economy back from Wall Street, from like whether Wall Street is doing good or bad, and get it back to where working black class people are doing well, where people have retirements, they have pensions, they have you
Well,
know
the GDP is good.
only when only when employment is down. Like they celebrate when there is less.
When you have a treasurer that says, "Yeah, unemployment needs to go up," are you serious? You can say that, and no pushback from the media, no pushback at all. Just go out there and say, "Yeah, we need higher unemployment." We need what? Are you serious?
And then they expect people to get by on 725 for I don't know
You know what 725 buys you? A tank of gas if you have a car, because you can't afford to live in an apartment.
It wouldn't get you an apartment where I live at
It
all.
wouldn't give you an apartment where I live, and the cost of living in Indiana is way lower than Washington. Way lower.
Yeah.
You might get a studio for like maybe $500 or $600 a month, but it's not in the best neighborhood.
Prices from here. Yeah. It's incredible. So yeah, we have to all get together and be strong and stand up. Vote for Cornel West.
Absolutely. He's the only one. I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm going to go down swinging. This is it. This is our shot, everybody. That one, and I don't want to keep saying it like, oh, if this doesn't happen, it's doom and gloom. We will not surrender. Period. We're not giving up. We're not surrendering. We're going to tell as many people as we can about Dr. West. That's the goal. That's what we're going to do. With that, I'm going to end it with a video that I said I'm going to play this every week. This is from our little video in Indiana that we did.
Can I first say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and asking questions. They were really great questions.
And thank you, Robin, because you literally came on. I was like, oh no, that's okay. I can do I
Yeah,
can do it by myself. You knew
I
I could.
did not feel that well today, and I just talking to you got me all energized.
Okay, here we go with this video. We're going.
We need all the tired, poor, huddled masses of America who have had enough of the two-headed snake that has been our parties and our current and former president. Please sign up at cornelwest2024.com volunteer or scan the QR code to join the movement for a new choice. Join us on Mondays at 7:15 p.m. EST by scanning the QR code. Paid for by Hoosiers for Dr. Cornel West for president.
That is great. That is really, really good.
Okay, last comment of the night at Parker. Jill Stein knows that Cornel West is the best candidate. No matter how many polls she is in, she can't get anywhere.
That's true.
See, I didn't say it. It was Nelson. It wasn't me. It was Nelson. See, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to make me upset. Because her coming, I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm in.
She thought he could really get the Green Party seen, get a lot more excitement about the Green Party. And so I can imagine there's a lot of hard feelings there.
Yeah. But we're going to still vote for Cornel West. Period. We're not, I'm not even considering a number two. Because there is no number two. Unless it's Dr. Molina that takes over. That's it. Those are literally, that's my choice. It's Molina, it's West Abdullah. That's it. That's the only option I have. And I want to thank everyone for coming. Hopefully we'll have a guest next week that won't be Robin, because I'm not gonna even ask her.
I'm tired of Robin.
Because y'all gonna get, oh, we see her all the time. Hey, look, you want to be on this show? Just drop that email or leave your email in the comment section, or you can always contact me at Hoosiers, the number 4, Dr. Cornel West at outlook.com. Drop me an email. I get to be back to you people within 72 hours. Not 72, 48 hours. I get back with you within 48 hours. I will see you when I see you.
Do it. It's fun. It really is.
I try to make it fun. Like today, I'm looking at myself. I'm like, ooh, girl, go to sleep. Because, you tired. It's been a long day, but that's okay. It's going to be, we're on our way. We're moving. We're going to get Dr. West on the ballot. We're going to get Dr. West in the White House. We're not stopping. This is a movement. This is a moment in a movement. There's no backing down from here. So we will see you next week. Have a fantastic evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Nelson, for watching. Appreciate you. Remember Monday. Don't forget it.
Thank you, Nelson. And Parker.